to get that off, and I said, wash this right off. And he said, I went to the sink, washed it right off.
Washed the clay off?
And now that I think about it, you know what?
Yeah.
I should have saved it.
What people do is they get either a little sponge or a little cosmetic sponge with this kind of water, and they'll wash their fingers off in it. The silver is heavy and it settles down.
Yeah.
And you just keep filling this, but if you want, you just let it evaporate, and then you put it back in your paste jar, and you recycle it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Absolutely. Now, Jackie's got a project she's going to do on the shells. There's more molds that we're going to show you, but we want to show you this project on the shell.
I've got to show you this.
This is awesome.
Again, this is our two-part mold mix that JTV is carrying. It's a part A and a part B. It's silicone. It's activated when you put two equal parts together. This is what I'm going to make a mold of. This is a seashell. And this is a seashell that I got off a beach somewhere in Florida, okay? And it is a real seashell, and it's a real pretty one. So what you do, I am going to make a beautiful copy of the seashell. And if you look at this, one is a purple and one is a white. And as long as you don't put the two together, these jars will last forever. You get 5 ounces in each. It's enough to last you a long, long time. So I'm going to get equal parts together. And I'm using different fingers so that I don't contaminate. And you want to make sure you're using the same. If you alter the size, it won't set up right. So I'm going to eyeball this, and that looks about the same, maybe a little bit off of this one. Okay, and then I'm going to mix them together. Put the lids back on so that they don't contaminate. And what I'm going to do is mix this. As soon as I start mixing, it's activating. Once it's completely mixed, it takes about 5 or 10 minutes to harden and set up, so you've got plenty of time to put in what you want. The first thing I ever put into this mold mix was my mother's rhinestone earring. And it took such a good image of her rhinestone earring that the silicone actually reflected light because it was such perfect. Okay, so I've done that. I've made my little ball here, and it's the same. And
you know, Jackie, so you don't even think about it. You can make your own molds and do them over and over and over and over. You know, anything you can
So I'm just going to press this just a little bit. Well, I want to get these little.
I mean, I just think, I don't know, my children come to mind when I see this. And, you know, just,
and here's
you can take pieces of Christmas ornaments and do all kind of things.
You know what
Pennies.
I did? No.
You can dimes, quarters.
I've got something for you.
Yeah.
I went to a hobby store and bought a bag of old buttons. And I took a big piece of mold and I put all these old buttons in it. And when it's set up, I have now charms that I make out of art clay.
Oh my gosh. How cute is that?
Here's the shopping list.
Now that's the shopping list. Now that's beyond the kit. If you were lucky enough to be able to get the kit, that was beyond the kit.
So the kit is part of it, and then you want to get the jar. Wait a minute. You want to get the mold mix. And then I used a little pearl. Here's the finished product. Why don't I just show everybody? Because this is the first time that I'll be using findings that you can get through JTV.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at this. This is a pure silver seashell with a silver bail, and then I put a little key bail on the bottom. It's called a flat, I can't think of the word now, key, help me. What this is called. Anyway, it's a little finding bail on the bottom.
And then I jump ring.
There you go. My brain just
What about
went.
a thingabobby?
Thingabobby.
What a thingabobby?
And then I put a pearl on it. So you have a seashell with a pearl.
Now, and I'll tell you, Jackie, you know, you just as easily could have done your art clay and just used the shell as an impression on the art clay if you didn't want to make them.
Except it would be inside.
It would be inside.
Yeah.
But would still.
So here's the finished mold. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Here's the finished mold, and it pulled right up. And then all you have to do is press the clay in. And here's the clay. It's a permanent mold. This will last forever. This will last forever. All you do is just, you know, keep it out of some really high temperatures or whatever, and then you just press the clay into it.
Unbelievable.
I pulled the clay out, and I took one of these bales, and I pushed it in the clay.
While it's still
wet.
Malleable.
And then the flat screw eye. That's what I was trying to think of, screw eye. You take the screw eye and you put it in the bottom. Remember, when you fire this, it shrinks 8 to 10% and it locks onto your findings. You can put wire in there and glue pearls on it. You can put wire in there and then string stuff on it.
Yeah.
It all works.
It totally works. Now, and when Jackie says a screw, I would call it a head pin. Same
Yeah,
thing.
and you can use a
Same
head
thing.
pin.
Yeah, you could use a head pin.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And then this was fired. So we've already fired things. We've showed you how to fire it so you know the circumstances, and go back to the DVD and see how I fire it. And you can look at it again and again, and I give you some really good tips on that. So here it is fired. So you can see it's just a little bit smaller, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
But isn't
and
that
it's,
incredible?
And it's fired, and then you have the magic.
And don't forget, projects like this are on the DVD, they're in the book, on the kit. If y'all were lucky enough to get the kit, we apologize that the kit sold out. My goodness
Look at
me.
that.
But you
And
can
now
put
it's silver.
Yeah. Now, you can get the different components on the web. If
Yeah.
you want to put your own kit together on the web, you can certainly do that, folks. I would, yeah. And you can go to jtv.com/artclay and see everything. Now, Katie and Margot, there's a lot of clay on the web. We would add some clay in there. Don't forget value shipping, all kinds of awesome things. Now Margot and my Katie Luhu are coming up. Is Margot coming with you? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Because believe us, guys, to follow up the art clay, do we or do we not have to have some amazing strands?
Yes.
There are some amazing strands. And Katie and I looked at each other. Let me tell you something. Because Katie and I looked at each other and said, these strands will be gone. 11 o'clock hour on Sunday morning, these will be gone. This is Jackie Truty, by the way, with
Hello.
Art Clay World USA. She's fabulous. She is our new bestest girlfriend and a total hoot. Now, we're going to tell you what's going on at the 12 Days of Christmas of Jewelry Television. Y'all have been amazing today. Isn't this exciting? Most exciting thing we've ever seen.
Took advantage of that amazing kit. How much do we love that kit, Margot?
Well, so much.
It is awesome right there. So congratulations picking that up. But we really wanted to make sure we offered these chip strands for you because I know Margot has been making some incredible stuff with it. And this is honestly one of those deals that it's pure accident, really, because you know these endless strands. They come to us, you see them a lot on the gemstone side, sometimes on the jewel school side. We usually offer a set of 10 of them for $49.99. Well, guess what happened? They didn't come to us in time with them knotted. So now they are endless strands without being knotted. I mean, we've tied them together right now to show you. So now not only are you getting these full strands, you're getting them at a major discount right now because they didn't come to us stringed in time. You get to take advantage of that for $29.99. You are getting a set of 10. Now, what you can do is literally tie that string just like we do with the other ones, and you've got a necklace ready to go. That's 10 necklaces basically right there. Or because they are unstrung, they're going to be perfect if you want to make some jewelry like Margot's doing. What have you made with us?
I made little circles out of the
love that.
gemstone chips, and I'm adding a little pendant I made out of art clay silver.
That? And it's so simple.
Really easy.
Yeah.
Really easy and fun. I mean, that was just with that little dome mold, and I used the burnisher to add some texture, and that was it.
That's so cool right there.
Yeah.
And just so you know, because we do have two different sets right here, I would take advantage of them both because remember, this is pure accident that it happened. It's not happening again. Once we order the new ones, they will come string and they'll be $49.99. You're going to take advantage of this one for $29.99. I would get both, but just so you can see here, because there is a lot of different ones here. There's like fluorite and amethyst and crystal quartz and jasper and chalcedony and lots of different pieces right here. And you know, I've got like 1,000,001 of these already. I think they are so fun and easy to wear. Again, all you have to do is literally tie the string that they come with, and that's a necklace. Or because they're going to be coming to you unstrung, they're going to be really easy if you want to make your own pieces of jewelry with them. I mean, think about all the gemstones that are on here, you guys, because you get that free-form chip strand. I mean, Sherry, can you believe this deal?
Listen, Katie and I were talking about this before the show, and for those of y'all who shop a lot of the gemstone side, you know what this is.
Yep.
You guys know this has been the #1 gift item for, I'd say 2010. And then we were pressing these folks so hard because it's the same buyers that buy for Jewel School, that buy these pieces on the gemstone side of the business. And we were pressing them so hard to get them in, get them in, get them in. And they said, look, we've got some that are not fastened at the top. I mean, those are the endless strands, the endless freeform strands that you see over and over and over and over, and we sell them all day long for $49.99. They come in, and the only difference is they're not tied together.
That's the only difference. That's the only difference.
So what stones are in that one, Katie?
Well, there's literally a little bit of everything, I think, in here. You know, you've got some rose quartz and some amethyst and some jasper. I see some carnelian, some fluorite. I mean, this is the thing, you guys, and because, for that pure reason that they didn't come tied in time, we're offering them at this price. Like, it shouldn't be happening, really. We shouldn't be doing this whatsoever, but, you know, we didn't have time to be able to go and tie all the strands and then send them over. So we just said, you know what? We'll take a hit, we'll discount them, we'll do it for this price tag. This is it. I mean, this is literally the only opportunity it's going to be happening like this, because at $29.99, I mean, it's just crazy good. And Margot, you know, you've been messing around with all these beads. How much jewelry do you think you could make with all these strands?
It's really, literally endless. Because, I mean, I used a fraction of 2 strands and made these.
How cute is that?
And I have tons left over. I can make tons of these necklaces.
I mean, don't you think this would make a great, like, gift idea for someone that loves to make jewelry? Because, again, you could just tie them if you want to have that necklace. Or one of these strands, I mean, just one of them. How much jewelry do you think can be made out of here?
Right, and you can do little dangles, and, you know, they look great on head pins.
Oh, I love that.
You just chunk them up, and you can make earrings like that, and little charms. And then add your art clay in.
That's right.
Add your little art clay charms in there, look.
Yeah, you took advantage of that great art clay that you had there, all the different molds. Now you can add your gemstones to it. But we really want to stress that you guys take advantage of this deal because, again, we do have our value shipping, so you're taken care of right there. But also, this isn't happening again. It wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. We were never supposed to be doing this. It is a pure accident on our part that you're going to be able to take advantage of right now. It's a set of 10. A set of 10 of these strands, which I gotta tell you, Sherry, I'm actually really loving the fact that they aren't tied.
I know.
Because that means that you really have so much more possibility.
I agree with you. Well, and then Katie, these freeform guys, now y'all know this because you've seen these, but these come for when they're faceting gemstones, literally faceting gem quality stones. And when the lapidary makes those different angles on there, they are flying off. And right up there, we ought to be able to see what those are. It looks like aventurine, it looks like amethyst, crystal quartz, smoky quartz, I'm just saying, carnelian, green aventurine. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. I mean, this is one of those things where I would just take advantage of them absolutely as quickly as you can.
And value shipping.
That's right. We have value shipping. Now, we do have, let me just go ahead and quickly show you because we do have 2 of the sets that you can take advantage of right now. They're the multi-gems, and this one, you know, again, you've got such organic type looks in here. This one looks like it's got like some malachite and some
love that one. I love
some
that
howlite,
one.
more jasper and carnelian in there. I mean, again, I'm going to encourage taking advantage of both of these. Don't you think that would be the best thing to do?
Yeah. Because that's it. It's not going to happen again. It is not going to happen again.
I just think it's hilarious that when you really think about it, it's just pure accident that this even happened.
Just add that right there.
Margot.
So you made a wonderful pendant.
Yeah.
Just add that right into your strands.
Yeah.
Right? Look how cool that looks. And you made all of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those things, you guys, where, you know, it's because we weren't able to get these strands tied in time for that kind of necklace type look. We're able to offer all of them for you for a major discount. This should be $49.99, you guys. This should be basically $50. Instead, because we didn't get them tied in time, you are now getting them for $29.99 each. I would get them both. I would absolutely take advantage of them both. We've got the value shipping in place, don't we, Margaret? So you don't even have to worry about added
this becomes all your filler. You know, you're looking for the spacer beads, the things to fill in the spaces when using those bigger beads. That's this.
Yeah.
And 10 of those, that's a ton of beads.
Isn't that awesome? That's such a great point. You know, when you're making jewelry, we're always talking about, you know, you need stuff like to finish a piece and spacer beads and things like that. How many spacer beads do you need right here?